Hello and welcome to the Bronx Journal. I'm Erica Roche. The yo-yo has been a popular pastime for generations. For years, the simple device has served as a source of entertainment. Contests, shows, and many other forms of entertainment have evolved around the yo-yo. Here to tell us more about his yo-yo and his personal experiences, we welcome yo-yo enthusiast Richard Pigkaso Pickett. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So tell us, I know the yo-yo is not really as popular in the Bronx and everything. Tell us, how did you get started with the yo-yo? What prompted you to first begin this practice?
Well, it actually started back on, I can tell you the exact day, March 6th of 2004. I was a really bad student in high school. I basically had like all F's and D's basically, but more F's than D's, like or something like that. But you know, my parents said, you know, they weren't going to like give me anything for my birthday whatsoever. So I was really devastated and stuff. But my sister walked into the room and gave me like this little, this like box. I didn't know what was in it. So I was like, okay. So I opened the box and it's like a little yo-yo. It's a blue Duncan butterfly yo, I remember. And, you know, I thought like, why are you giving me this for? What am I gonna do with this? I can't yo-yo, I'm not good or anything. So I just basically let it sit on the shelf for like months. And then like, I was just real bored one day and I just saw it on the shelf and I went, you know, let me just see what I could do. So I picked it up and I threw it down and I haven't, basically long story short, I haven't put it down ever since.
Wow, how old were you?
Well, 2004, I was 8 years ago. I was 15, 16 years old. I was turning 16,
Wow.
so about 16 years old.
So how did you learn how to do different tricks that you learned today?
Well, mostly I self-taught myself because back, you know, during those times there weren't like YouTube or like MySpace wasn't really popping like that back then. But I would mostly have to like teach myself. I would like sit in my room and just like basically mess around with the yo-yo and do some type of string tricks. I would do like walk the dog, rock the baby, like creeper, like skin the cat. That's one of my favorite tricks. And eventually, you know, over time as the years went on, I would like, you know, watch yo-yo videos or, you know, go to actual yo-yo events either locally or across state. And I would sometimes like compete in like their beginner division and like do simple tricks and stuff. And, you know, they would like sometimes email me back and forth and say, oh, I got this new cool trick, I want to show you. So I would like learn off of what they do and I would do a video and teach them right back.
So when you were learning how to do these tricks and everything, did you cut yourself? Were there any physical challenges?
Worse. I've gotten concussions in my head. I've literally had string burns all over my fingers to a point where I can almost see the inside muscle of my skin. And I had to get surgery. I think I had to get like 4 or 5 stitches on the lower part of my finger right here. And there was another time where I actually, during a contest, I literally threw the yo-yo like around my, you know, area part, and it was really, really bad that I had to get pulled off stage by my father and one of my friends at the time, and I had to be in the bed. I had to go to the hospital because they thought I ruptured, you know, that part, and I had to be basically in the hospital for like a good 2 weeks, and they had to not perform. It was like a minor surgery. I think I had like a scar on the inside. It was like a ruptured scar on the inside.
So do you think, even with the injury and the hospital visits, what kept you going back for more?
It just gave me like the drive to challenge myself even more, like to say like, oh, okay, I hurt myself, you know, like no pain, no gain. Like if I mess up and I hurt myself, that's not gonna stop me from doing what I love to do and I enjoy doing. I considered it at first like a really good hobby to a point where I actually made it, you know, something like competitive for myself to like go travel and like meet people and want to do difficult tricks despite the fact that I would injure myself.
Are there any other fanatics or yo-yo enthusiasts that you know of and you heard of?
Yo-yo enthusiasts, I know there is. We do have a New York yo-yo club here in the city. We usually have meets Sunday 2 to 4, either at Washington Square or at Union Square. And we usually get around like 10 to 15 people coming of all age groups. Like from the youngest I think we had was like a 3-year-old picking up a yo-yo. And I've actually, around the school and some of my friends, I also teach them a little bit, and I consider them kind of like proteges. Like I teach them simple tricks, like how to do rock the baby, or like do binds and string slack tricks and all that stuff.
Are there different types of yo-yos and are different lengths, or like what makes each yo-yo different?
Well, for a brief example, I actually have a yo-yo in my pocket. Well, I have mine on me, but I'm too lazy to pull it off. But this yo-yo would be considered a butterfly shape because it actually looks like it's a butterfly. And these yo-yos are more commonly preferred for like string tricks. So you can do like trapeze, double the nut in. I will show that in with a little quick demonstration. And like one of the, let's see, what else is a good one? They also have like an imperial shape, which it kind of looks like this, but the yo-yos are more turned out. So you can do like looping tricks if you've seen them before. Like mostly a lot of Japanese players do it. They will like just go all over the place, like going like real crazy with the string. And then there's like pagoda style, where it would have like this side and this side inverted on this side. And it basically you do like string tricks just the same as a butterfly. And
how much do these different yo-yos approximately range for?
Well, the lowest yo-yo I've probably ever seen, they can range from either like $2 the lowest. I've seen the highest price yo-yo I've ever seen was about $6,000.
Wow.
And that's because it was made of platinum.
Wow, amazing. So is there like a top leading brand running right now, or do you prefer?
Well, there is a couple of top leading brands. The most common one I use is either Duncan yo-yos, which has been around probably for like a good 80 or 90 years. Everybody mostly has heard of Duncan. And then like Yo-Yo Jam, and of course Yo-Yo Factory. I think Yo-Yo Factory is like the #1 company out right now with a lot of signature yo-yos and very good stable aluminum and metal alloy yo-yos.
Are they more popular nationally or here in the United States?
They're popular all internationally. They're more popular all over the world. I've seen people use their yo-yos from Japan, from China to Europe, like in Germany and Czech Republic and Great Britain, Australia, and some parts of Africa even, which is really hard to like distribute yo-yos there.
So tell us more about the yo-yos, the brands, everything. Do you know any? I guess with the brands there comes people and this and that. So has there been any one person that you know that has influenced you to continue yo-yoing and get better at it? Would you want to be like them or better?
Oh, I would love to be like them. One of my top favorite people I would love to be in this style called 5A, which I will show you. It's this guy named AJ Kirk. He inspired me back in like 2006 when I first saw him do a demonstration, and I actually had the opportunity to meet him, and it was like starstruck. Like meeting him was like meeting Kanye West or Jay-Z. I was like, oh my God, it's him. And another favorite guy of mine would be Andre Boulay. He lives out in Massachusetts. I actually saw him on Sunday. We usually talk through email and text. He's actually a national yo-yo master, which means that he's good in practically all styles of yo-yoing, and he's received recognition as like one of the greatest yo-yo players of all time.
So are there any like Olympics or competitions involved in yo-yoing?
Well, it kind of depends back and forth. I've been to probably 32 of the 50 states that had yo-yo contests all over America, and the World Yo-Yo Contest they have every year usually takes place in August within like the first or second week of every year. And then sometimes they'll have like international contests abroad. They'll have like the UK regional yo-yo contest or the Japan national yo-yo contest, China, Czech Republic. The funnest, the greatest one I've been to was the one in Asia, the Asia Pacific Yo-Yo Championship. That was a very mind-blowing one. So yeah, they have it all over the world.
Very cool. So let me ask you, what are your 5 top best yo-yo tricks, and can you perform a demonstration for us?
Oh, sure. My first favorite trick is called Eli Hops, which basically you start off with this trick called trapeze.
Okay.
You basically jump the yo-yo up in the air like this, and you do like a repetition of it like that.
Very cool.
My second favorite trick, of course, would be the classic Rock the Baby, which looks like this, of course. You hold the yo-yo over your hand, and then you go back around, and then you push it towards you, because some people make the mistake of going like this, which is wrong as hell, but you push it open, and you just do a simple rock.
Oh, cool.
And some people would get fancy with it by going like, sideways with it, like doing some like crazy thing called the Dizzy Baby, which looks like this.
Wow, it's going really fast, so I can feel like the air.
And this is rock the baby and throw it out of its cradle.
Cool.
My third favorite trick would be the gyro flop, which looks like this. It's basically you pull the string and it starts tilting sideways.
Oh, very nice.
Let's see, my fourth favorite trick, it would probably be this trick called rewind. Rewind was basically you go trapeze to man on trapeze and his brother, to a double or nothing, to man on a trapeze and his sister, to a triple or nothing. And you basically wind it back out. And my last favorite trick would probably be the Matrix, which was invented by this guy named Doc Pop back in like 2001. Basically, you just do a double or nothing, and you let go of the string and flip it back off, and flip it over, and pop it back out, back into a double or nothing. And it kind of looks like a Matrix. So when you see it like sideways, it almost kind of looks like you're doing a Matrix style move, which looks like this.
Getting dizzy just looking at it.
So yes, those would be my 5 favorite moves.
Have you ever tried to invent a move of your own?
Oh yes, I invented 2 moves actually. One of them I call the R boing, which basically looks like this. You basically get into a sideways 1.5 mile, push it back out, and then flip it around, and you just do simple boings.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And then one of my favorite tricks, which I'm not sure if it's known, but it's basically like a crazy whip. I just call it the crazy whip. I've just seen a lot of yo-yoers do it, but I'm calling my own for this segment. It's basically, it looks like this.
Wow.
And the way you would end it, you would hit it sideways, like you would like try to hit the string and make it come back up. Which kind of looks like if you hit it that way, you go like that, but it's really hard to hit. I try to hit it, and that's actually how I got my concussion the first time doing that.
So if everybody wanted to reach you and talk more about the yo-yo, where can they reach you?
You can reach me practically on Facebook, Richard Pickett. You can hit me at my email, richardwesleypickett@gmail.com. Or you can, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you can reach me, through Facebook or through email.